Okay, we're live. Look, I was going over eBay and I found a couple of neat 2-centers. I'm always poking around on those. Let's get over to the screen and have a look. Okay, here it is, 2-cent piece. This one's an 1871. I don't know what the rest of this means over here. Let me see if you can see this first of all. Yeah, okay. I love searching 2-centers for varieties. You can pick them all day long. Seriously, they're out there. You can find them. This one is currently at a bid of $86 or 13 bids, 3 days left. So you can figure that's not gonna hold. Pretty good shape on this one. I took the liberty of blowing it up, and let's see. I've got a couple of photos here. Well, I had a couple of photos here. Here's one. There, 1871. If I move the screen around, I'm going to keep checking to see if you can see it. Great date on this. After 1867, they're pretty scarce. Where's the figures I got here? Here you go. Let me zoom this up. So you got not too many surviving specimens. It's a short series. It's a beautiful series. Great design. It's one of Longacre's designs. They started making them in 1864 and ran them through 1873. But the 1873s were restrikes and proofs. Let me get back. Hold that. I lost my screen here. I want that. I want this. See if you can see. Yeah, you're over here. Good, you can see that. The surviving population on these things. 1864, probably half of them, half of the 2-centers that survive are 1864, 1865. The total population surviving is around 60 to 70,000. And seriously, a lot of them are really, really low mintage. A couple, 3, maybe 4,000 would be about it. Anything with, you know, a 6 or a 7 in the date is going to be good. Seriously, most of them were melted down because of the Mint Act of 1873. And they're gone forever, forever. The ones that are surviving, a lot of them are beat up, rim racked, screwed up. They were, you know, old pennies, old 2-centers that were left in odd places, a tool bucket or something, or fell through the porch. Just they showed up. But you got a few pretty decent examples surviving. Once you get that full they become few and far between. And you're looking at hundreds only of the top mint state specimens. Well, this one's on eBay right now. Let's find that again. It's currently at 86 bucks. And well, I check these things real hard. I mean, I get right in there and scope them out. And let's see what we got. If I zoom in, you can probably start to see what I'm talking about. Okay, where's the zoom button? Let's get right in there and see what we can see. When you see it, you can't miss it. This is a doubled die. This is double die number 2. We have some extra meat here on the side of the W. Over here in the God, we can't quite make it out on the G particularly well, but by gosh, there it is on the N, and it's only part way up, so that's an indicator that it's double die number 2. And let's see, let's go take a look down here. You want to look at the 4th set down. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the right side of that, this can be hard to see. On the right side of that, you have this little bit of extra meat right here. Kind of a neat piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 leaves here, but this would be part of number 5. How's that work? 1871, they actually used the hub from 1869 initially. Okay, and I got a couple of shots of those. Watch this one. Here's 1869, and if we look right in here, there's an extra leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an extra leaf in here. Well, in 1871, that leaf was removed in the design. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no 5th leaf. They should be smooth down through here. But the piece we're looking at, that'd be, where it's gone. I done lost it. Okay, I wonder what I did with that. There it is. This one has a little bit of extra meat right there. So this is a one of those class 3s where it's 2 different designs were hubbed. First with the 69 hub design, and then with the 71 design. And this gives you this ever so delicate double die. This is in, let me get you back home here real quick. There's home. Alrighty, this one's listed in Flynn's authoritative reference on 2 centers. Okay, let's see, face, right there. I keep saying get the book before the coin because this is what's going to make you the money. The coins are good, they're helpful, but without this, you don't know which one's going to be valuable. Let me make some room on my desk because there's so much stuff here you can't imagine. And go home. There we go. What are we looking at here? Here's what we're looking at. You've got diagnostic photos explaining exactly what it is. It's cross-referenced to Kevin Flynn 2 TDO. Okay, but this is Flynn's book. DDO number 2 is what we're looking at there. It is DDO 2. The date's normal. Ha! Your big diagnostics are the doubling on the N. You may be able to see it on the G and on the O and some real good close-ups, but the bit on the W is unmistakable. Combine the W with the N and you got it. But you also got to find that bit of leaf that's missing or added from the 69 repunch. The 69 hub here. Let's see. So we'll go back to screen. There's the screen. And that's a match for the W. It's a match for the N. Right? We can't quite make it out on the G in this photo, unfortunately, but we've got the bit of extra meat here. So it's undeniably the double die number 2. Flynn gives it a pretty darn good markup. XF, he's showing $190. Well, in 1871, in this sort of shape, in XF, and I think this may well go beyond that. This would be XF plus. Most of these leaves are pretty good shape. The little knobs here, they're real nice. I might go to a higher XF, but I got a few marks that are going to say maybe not quite AU, but definitely a better grade, better specimen for sure. 190 bucks. Well, let's see what the hell the bid is at right now. It's at, I've lost it. Is this it? It's at 86 now. So there's meat on this bone for sure. Now there's 13 bidders. If they're not seeing that doubling, chances are the bidding won't progress much beyond this. This would be about an XF plus or a really low value for an AU. So if these other bidders are thinking it's an AU coin, I'd expect the bidding to stop around 100 bucks. Numis, here we go, for 1871 brown. Here we go, 1871 brown XF, maybe $1.50. Looks like they've gone up some. Okay, that's good. Okay, Flynn's book is several years old, and they're showing pretty good markup on these, pretty good premium. How far will that go? I'm keeping an eye on it. It's got 3 days and an hour left. That might be one to check out for sure. These are great old coins. They ran these dies into the ground. Now they're trying to make up for a coin shortage because of the Civil War. Of course, by 1871, they're really catching up on things. They got 2 cents, they got 3 cents, 3 cents silver, 3-cent nickels. They're cranking out the pennies. Well, they still ran the dies into the ground, so you get a lot of these die cracks all over the place. They'll be on the front and on the back. A lot of times you'll see them up here in the letters. Goes through states. Another one starting at of. Ooh, I lost the picture. Oh, stop. Okay, we'll get into this other photo. Where'd it go? There we go. There's the shot of the reverse. And these dies, they took a pounding. You have die cracks replete on the whole series, really. But you've got a classic timeless design. 2 cents, okay, they're using wheats. There's no eagles on these. Beautiful shield design on the front. Copper. Now they're 95% copper and they're 5% tin and zinc, just like the pennies of the time. They switched over to the French bronze in 1864, which is when they started making these 2 centers. They're about the size of a quarter. They are beautiful coins, really they are. How come I can't zoom in on this? I gotta press this button. There it is. There's that same coin we've been looking at side by side. Man, who wouldn't like a 2-center? I think they're terrifically overlooked and undervalued. I've always said that. Of course, I've been saying that for 30 years. I've been saying this. And they're picking up. Geez, you wouldn't need a whole lot of additional interest to start to send the value on these skyrocketing. if you took 1,000 coins off the market, yeah, you'd start to see an increase in values even on in the lower end on these. All right, let me see. Let's catch up. See, oh wow, a lot of people showed up real quick. There, 2 cents. Have you got one? If you need one, type 2. What I do is I take the money from the big show and then I go get more coins. So I'm always hunting for coins. And eBay is a great place because the photo quality is good enough that you can oftentimes pick out varieties. We got another one. Where is this? Well, this one's just, no, that's not it. Here, this guy's got a 2 center. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, he calls it, you ready? A clipped planchet. Clipped planchet? This ain't no clipped planchet. This is destroyed. Look at this. It's wrecked. That's not clipped. A clipped planchet is would be clipped before it was run through the upset mill, and the upset mill is not going to cause this distension past the circular rim. Let's look at the back. Whoa, this was just somebody hit that with an axe and chopped it up. This is a goner, right? All too often you got these 2 centers that are frigged up. Let's look at the front again, because if I zoom in on that, let me open that in a new window. If I zoom in on that, what am I going to see? There it is, beautiful little 2 center, and it's great until you see the doo-doo marks on it, and you see that bit over on the right side. Da-da-da. I've got great lines here. It's a better shape example, except for, you know, the catastrophic damage over here. But let's get in there and take a look at that date. Can you see this? I've got steps, notches, extra meat. Geez, here's another repunched date. Here's another variety. Now, they punched the dates into the dies back in the day. So this one would be a repunched date. And all I got to do is pull up the book here and compare what I see to what they've got. Let's see. You got a whole bunch of these repunched dates. Let's get over here to the, hold on. Home. There. Okay. What do we got for repunched dates in 1964? Look around all the letters. They're high, they're low, they're totally shifted. This is like a mile to the northwest. Well, that's not a match for what I have. Effectively, attributing these die varieties most of the time is just comparing what you see on the coin to what is shown in the photos. I'd like to see better photos one day. Really, these old black and white prints are, they work, but we can do so much more. We're doing the database with high quality photos, but that's just taking forever. But if we compare the changes, okay, wait a minute. You simply compare what you have to what is being shown on the coin. And a lot of times you can diagnose it correctly just from glancing at photos. Let's see. 1864. Look at this repunch date number 12. Lots of them. This one's looking pretty darn good. Let's compare number 13 to what we have in the image. I should have extra meat at the top, over the 8, top and bottom, a little bit on the inside, and the shape of the 1 should be the determining diagnostic. Let's get over there and take a look at that real quick. Let's see if we got it. Oh, way to go. Come back. There it is. Okay, we have the notch at the upper left of the base of the 1. Looks like a separation line on the right side. This is consistent with the photos. We've got the separation inside the 8, above the 8. And, well, this looks pretty grimy, but I'm going to suspect that this is hiding some doubling we can see. And on the 6, and the top of the 1 is that's a perfect match. Let me see. Here's home. That's a perfect match for this one. So there's repunch date number 13. All right. Well, great. We can pick them out. We can find them. But this particular piece is, that's a goner, man. That is shot out. That's a darn shame. What's it going for? 17 bucks with no bids. I suspect that even in this shape, it's not going to command much of a premium, even with the repunch date. Yeah, but there are probably not many repunch date number 13s out there on the market. 1864, you got what, 20,000 specimens surviving for the large motto, and this is a large motto, which we can see up here. Yep. Well, they're out there. You can pick these old coins. You can cherry pick stuff on eBay and find things that are, more valuable, unless they're just totally screwed up, of course. But this 1871 with the double die, this will probably fetch a premium, pretty substantial. Yeah, there's stuff out here. Now you got to watch these two centers. They're beautiful coins, but they just weren't kept. You got very few of them are in high grade, original luster, mint state, that have not been screwed up for whatever reason. 1864, 1870s, 1880s, there weren't that many collectors out there who would keep these coins in superior grades. Now, back in the 20s and 30s, it was all the rage to clean them up and make them shiny and pretty. So getting cleaned coins is that's an obstacle we have to overcome. But these are terrifically overlooked as far as a series. Geez, what do you need? You need how many dates? 64, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71. 72 is going to be pricey. And I honestly can't tell you why these prices are so damn high. When 1869, you can get them for 20 bucks. And they'll be, respectable at least. And the surviving populations are pretty close. Seriously, 1869, you got 2,500 survivors. 1872, it gets the hype because it's low mintage, right? But I can't see why this is justified where you have such a small difference in surviving specimens and such an extreme difference in market values, even in good. 1864, the small motto, same thing. 10,000 survivors, and you're into a couple, 300 bucks real quick. Well, the beauty of the 1864s is not everybody knows about the varieties, and there's plenty of them on these two centers. And geez, if you can pick up an 1864 2-cent and somebody didn't know enough to look at the size of the motto, yeah, you can get a pretty good windfall right there. They're out there. One of my best cherry picks of all time was the 1867 double die. I mean, I paid 25 bucks for the thing. I called up a guy and sold it for $2.50 a half an hour after it arrived. Yep, they're out there. Okay, but watch out for cleaned. Watch out for coins that are screwed up, cut in half, damaged. Here's a beauty. What do you got here? In 1864, it is a large motto, but the color, see the way it bounces that light off? You're getting glare on this. This has definitely been cleaned. That's been shined up, make it look brand new. Well, the fellow says here it's probably cleaned. He says read the details, and he suspects it's been cleaned. Yeah, it has been. And still, you can get some better examples in pretty good quality grades. This will probably go for more like 40 bucks rather than, $10.50. We got 9 days left. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd go through and pick a few more with you. I got about 2,000 windows open, so let me shut those down real quick. There we go. What you got here? When I look for 2-centers, I like to see a complete we. It's the highest point on the coins and it's the first thing to disappear. So in God, blank, trust. Yeah, you can get these for 20 bucks. That's at $15.50 right now for an 1868. Yeah, but you can oftentimes pick up some pretty decent varieties on these. Well, watch yourselves. They're not particularly well counterfeited. It's kind of a dull, lower value coin, and the value should be a whole lot higher than this. Really, I can't see why even a junky one goes for less than 20 bucks. Oh, I pressed the wrong button here. What do we got here? In 1865, again, the we is gone. You're starting to lose a lot of detail on this. Then you got the regular 5 and the fancy 5. There you go. Keep an eye on that knot. You want to see a good knot on that ribbon. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's go through and look at some more. That was page 1. What's page 2 look like? Here's a Gem BU is what this guy calls it. Let's pick that apart. What you got here? Who's the seller? Fairview Coins. I don't know if I've used them before. Gem BU. We got a little die crack over here on the left side, splitting in a couple of directions. It's an 1864, so that's going to be the large motto for sure. I don't see any doubling in the date. Oh, no, wait. The motto. Let's look at the date real quick. Die crack right through it. Looks like a perfectly normal date. I don't think I'd call that a gem. Let's look at the tips of them leaves. The tips of the leaves are going to show the wear first. Also look at the feathers. Take a good hard look at the wee. And you got these little annulets, these little round circles, knobs you call them. One in the center, one on each side. Take a look at those. They're pretty high points. I'm not sold that this is an uncirculated. Let's have a look at the back. You want to see a good solid rim all the way across. You'll get rim cuts on these all over the place. That's a normal feature. Yeah, lots of die cracks. So if you can't tell the difference between a scratch and a die crack, well, go with the assumption that it's a scratch first. I'm not sure I'd call that one anything better than AU. Looking at the leaf on to the left of the 2, that looks like some wear on the high points over there. Maybe some scuffs across this one. But what do you have? 134 bucks. This one's heavy. That's a bit heavy for the subtle wear I'm seeing on some of these and some scuffs across the surface. And the color, I can't tell a thing with the color on that one. It's almost a black and white photo. I'd skip that one. Let's kill that and keep on going. Let's have a look. 67. $10.77 is the current bid with 5 bids in. Pretty well worn. Big fat die crack on the left side. Yeah, we're starting to catalog those. And the die cracks are a great way to verify that it's a genuine coin. But in this kind of shape, they're not going to fake it. Put them out that shabby. Here's an 1871 rare date, $3. And they got 80 bucks written on it. Yeah. Don't believe what's written on the holder, ever. Just don't do it. We're going to get a bigger photo? No, that's it. $3, one bid, $3.50 shipping. Yeah, that's probably worth watching. 6 days left. Is that going to load? No. I must have clicked the wrong thing. Open image in new tab. Let's see if we can get it closer up. Oh, she's well worn, but it is an 1871. A little bit weak over here. These 2 centers, they're bigger than your regular pennies, and they really weren't cared for being a minor currency, even the 1870s. And you tend to get a lot of uneven wear from one side to the other. 80 bucks? This guy's dreaming. Yeah, it's a tactic on some of these auctions to write, an exorbitant price on the flip, take a picture of it so you can market it, and hopefully it'll bump the price up. There's a lot of people that don't know what they're buying and tend to overspend. What do you got here? An 1864 large motto. Pretty darn decent looking from here. I got a full wee. This price ain't gonna hold. I might put that on my watch list. Click. There. It's added to my watch list. Let's see if we can get a better shot of that. Open image in new tab. This is why I got so many darn tabs open at any given time. A little bit of a bump at the top. We got almost a complete wee. This is probably a VF in this shape. We're starting to get some leaves. They're starting to wear here. It's a higher end VF. And I'm not going to be able to get much more out of that date, even if I zoom in. Yeah, that was in pretty decent shape. I don't see any problems here. There's a die crack here. Let's see, the rim looks pretty sound. Good even wear. You got all the denticles, all the little teeth around the rim. It's not screwed up. This is probably a little scuff here. Yeah, this would probably go for 30 to 40 bucks. And what's it now? 13 is the current bid with 3 days left. Yeah. Look, we got a lot of things going on in the world. We'll probably see desperation sending coins to market that would not normally be going to market. So it's a buyer's market right now. There are things to be found, good deals to be had. Here's a 65. There you go. And there's your fancy 5. A lot of circulation wear on this. It's been rough and tumbled, but not too badly. You got a nearly complete we, so that's going to be a VF. Let's look at the other letters. Showing anything else we want to give attention to? Looks pretty straightforward. How's the back look? Got a few digs here and there. Big fat crack. Ooh, big fat crack over here. Yeah, and that D is kind of neat. Sometimes you're missing the top serif on the D. What's this one at? This one's at 1050 with 5 days left. Add that to the watch list. See what happens. What do you got? 64. Okay, and they're stressing it's the first coin within God we trust. Okay, so they know a little bit about something. That's an odd color. That's dull. Great detail on it. The date looks perfect. The rim cut over here. Let's open that in a new window here. The color is off. It could be the camera, but I think this looks like it's been cleaned long ago. Let's see, open image in new tab. Let's look at the back too. Well, you take a perfect selfie, but you can't give me an image that's right side up. Oh Christ, give me a break. 23 bucks right now. Where are you? Okay, let's look over here. In God We Trust is real sharp. Okay. We got no issues there. You got a well-defined annulet. Yeah, I suspect this was cleaned long ago, but it has retoned. The lines are quite nice. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with this one. That's a decent looking piece, but I wouldn't bid on it because I don't like the color. It could be the photography, but well, they're fully available. You can get decent pieces, and if you see any problems with the issue with the coin, just move on. I don't like the color. I'm really picky. Well, you can be picky right now. Be really picky about what you buy. Okay, what else we got? Here's a 67. It never hurts to take a look at those. And just, take a look at the trust. That's where it's going to stand out most if it's double die. You get a lot of corrosion on this one. Some pits, stains. This one's frigged. Oh yeah. Okay, this was dug up probably and then cleaned. That's a shame. What's it going for? $5. Well, if you're looking for a type collection, you can get these things pretty cheap. That's a buy it now for $5, $3.50 shipping. Well, for that price, it's not a bad piece for your type collection just to get it filled. Just don't show the back of it. Oh, getting your money back on this is going to be a trick. If they want, let's see, $8.50. That's going to be a trick to get your money back. But you're not going to lose, geez, a hamburger costs more than that nowadays. What you got here for $16 so far, free shipping, 14 bids. Ooh. 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 What you got here? This was a looker. Let's look at the back. Okay, so much for that one. I got a big freaking X over here. Got some graffiti gouged into it. Ain't that a darn shame? All right. Well, that's why. It's damaged. That's why the $16 current bid with 2 days left and 14 bids in. Free shipping. How much value does that take off the back? That probably cuts the value in half. But you got an XF piece here. This might go for the $20, $25 range. I suspect this will keep on climbing. Yeah, good and sharp though otherwise. Day looks normal, fancy 5. No funny shapes. The interior of the letters is, or the numbers is round. Yep, see that little, the way that you got a ski jump here? That's a fancy 5. Okay, let me shut down a few more of these windows. They're everywhere. Okay, 64, 66. Why the gray look? Why so gray? What do we got here? We got most of the Wii. This is VF and probably mid-range. It's an 1866. And I want to have a look at that. Okay, let's get down here. The annulets look good. There's a little corrosion spot here. That's not helping it any. But what gets my attention is that bit right here beside the 1. That gets my attention. It's really minor, but you do have a bunch of repunch dates on these. And this bit below the 6, I'm not going to be able to tell anything on that. So is this a die gouge, or is it consistent with any repunch dates? Let me get the book. And also, while I'm here, let's look in the dentals for a misplaced date. And these look pretty sharp. This could be a chip. It could be a misplaced. Okay, 1866. Let's thumb through the book real quick. See what we can see. Okay, 1866, a little bit of meat beside the 1. That's what I want to look for. Nope, there are 3 repunch dates listed. None of them are consistent with that little blemish. Okay, so is this more consistent with a die gouge, a discoloration, or a repunch date? The position suggests that it's not a repunch date. The shape and the angle suggest it's not a repunch date. Let's look at the rest of the coin, see if we can see some more blemishes similar to this one, because it could be just a little ding. And the rest of the coin looks okay from this shot, but we do have some photographic anomalies that might suggest that that's just a mark. And below the 6, I just can't tell. The insides they're round, they're ovals, they're smooth. Okay, how much is this one going for? Yeah, that's VF. That's respectable. What's the back look like? That ain't too bad. Let's look at the back. What you got here? We got a rim cut, pretty substantial across most of the top from, oh, look at that, from 11 o'clock over to 2 o'clock. A couple of cracks. A little ding here. Yeah, this is not screwed up at all. This would probably go in the $30 to $35 range. There's a crack over here. Like I say, you'll find them everywhere. What's that going for right now? It's at $18.94. I'm definitely going to mark that one and watch it. 3 hours left. Yeah, that might be one to pick up. I hate to see the verdigris, but the rest isn't too bad. All right, there's one to keep an eye on. I'll probably miss it because I got things I'm going to be doing today. So if you want to get over and bid on that, yeah, definitely do it. What you got here? Is that a mint error? No, baby. That's a freaking hole. Yeah, somebody wore this as a necklace. Well, you get that. Look, it's, you know, Ohio or Kansas, and you got these farmers' daughters who want to look beautiful for their man, and they got no jewelry. Okay, so you take a penny, you drive a nail through it, you wear that as a necklace or some damn thing. Okay. Oh, what'd you do here? You made a ring out of it? $43. It was probably ruined anyway. $43. Okay, you're paying for labor and skill to make these rings. Hey, if that's your thing, well, there's one. Let's keep going, keep going. This is missing a Wii. This one looks like it's missing a Wii. 1867, partial clean. Skip it. Here's 2 of them, a 65 and a 64. what you look like. Now is $7, and that's free shipping. 4 days left. You got a couple of them. You can barely make out the date here. Well, these are fillers. That's all that is. Here's a 65 with a plain date. It does not have that ski jump on the 5. Partial wee on this side. I don't know which one's the back. Oh, there we go. There's the front and the back. I seem to think it's an 1864. If it is, it's a large motto, but that's well worn out. Okay, there's a 65. That looks respectable. Mrs. Garner. 4 days left. We'll put that on the watch list. The 65 looks okay. Maybe you can pick some stuff up for a good price. High grade with solid details. First year coin. Let's look at that one. Well, what have you done here? Wlyo. W-L-Y-E-O. Don't know what that means. Here's a 64. You get a complete wee. The lines are tight. This is a higher end piece. It's going to be a large motto. Let's get in and look at the detail on this. Little discoloration up here. That's normal. It's copper after all. How much, how close in can we... What? It's upside down. Stop it. You're killing me here. All right, let's click on that, see what we can see. Open in new tab. Okay, you see anything outstanding, out of the ordinary? I'm not going to be able to see a thing with this. This looks pretty normal. Better shape, though. I'll give it that much. Yep. They're still undervalued. What's that one? $98 or best offer. Huh. Very nice, 1864. Don't miss out. Alto, please. Who's this? JDN1. 16,000 feedback, so he's been around for a while. What do you think of the color? It's kind of a uniform color. Looks like the lighting is a major factor. The background color changes. They've shown some different light. This looks like a bit of a woody here, maybe. Yeah, I think the price might be a little... I think 75 might be closer to reality on this. I'd like to get in and take a look at these leaves and see if we got some wear on those. And look at these roundies. Yeah, I suspect that's going to be AU in this shape, but the color bothers me. Okay, keep going. Oh yeah, I've been neglecting everybody. We got people over here on in the chat there. Let's catch up on chat for just a minute. There it is. There's a head. Wow, lots of people. That made me throw up in my mouth a little. It'll happen. Wouldn't pay more than 15, says YOLO. Looks like dirt under 6. That bit by the 1 is a winner. I've had people find little bits by the 1 that I've missed. I think you were the one that did that and turned out to be a variety. Can you imagine proposing? Baby, here's a 2-cent ring and you're going to propose with that. Oh, the Kansas Farm Bumpkin Daughters. What did I miss? My daughter came over for a visit. There we go. Oh, we're talking 2 centers. I wouldn't put that kind of money into that coin. Look at the top of the reverse. Oh, there was a blemish on that. Where'd that go? Now, let's put that in. Open a new tab. And find, let me click some things. Here's the screen. Yep, same coin we're talking about. And he's mentioning the bit on the reverse up at the top. Yep, 98. That's a little heavy. And that's the wrong. I click. Where is it? Open image in new tab. What you got going at the top? Is this wood grain or is it scraped up? And there's a little ding in the top here. Yeah, for 98 bucks, I think you can do better. You can probably get a better price on this for sure. I think 75 would be more in line with reasonability here. S, is it damaged? Is it scraped up, or is it just a weaker strike on the S? Maybe a little greasy. Sometimes you get that. I don't think that's a killer. It's not going to help the value for sure. There's that one. Let's see. You're going to see some of their counter stamps. It's a pretty good size coin, size of a quarter, and it's low value. So hey, it's perfect for getting the word out for your company. What you got here? 1867 2-cent reverse mini cuds. Mini cuds. Mini cuds. It's a die crack. All right, mini cuds. Wrong terminology. What else did he get wrong? Okay, he's pretty frigged up down there. Yeah, you can do better. What's that going for? 15 bucks? In God We Trust looks okay, but this has got some damage to it. 15 bucks. I don't think you're not going to lose much on that. You'd be hard pressed to sell it again when it's time. Go for those problem-free coins. What else we got? We got hundreds of them. What you got here? AUBU. That's not a grade. Which is it? Is it AU or is it BU? I wouldn't call it B. That's not brilliant at all. I got some wear on the tips of these leaves. I got some wear on the horizontal lines. So BU is right out. You give it a split grade like that, okay, well, it's accurate in the AU part, but the BU, this is a tactic to try to get a better bid. Okay, plain 5. I don't see anything atypical about the date. And the back is so damn bad. This coin has some crud on it. Nah. 30 bucks. Maybe. 65 shield. The track's a XFAU. All right, you got to be able to grade these things for yourself. And I'm pressed to get into AU. I got a flat arrow over here. The lower leaves are missing some veins halfway up. Left side, the third cluster down, there are no veins in these leaves. This is an XF piece. Plain 5. What you got for a price? 50 bucks? That's probably about right. I don't see anything that's really catastrophic. A few dings here and there. Okay, this is fair market value for this shape. 50 bucks make offer. Geez, you get it for 40. That wouldn't be too bad at all. But you got to be able to grade them for yourself. If you're gonna study a series, this is a great one because you only have what 7, 8 dates in there. Well, this is destroyed. Microporosity, he calls it. How about corroded? How about awful corroded? How about rotted to the gunnels? That's a goner. Bye-bye. 2-cent, 1867. Well, we looked at that one, I think. I seem to be going in circles. Did we look at this one? Why can't you take a clear photo? You want to sell a coin? Take a clear photo. This has been cleaned. The color, the way the light bounces off that, this coin has been cleaned. I can tell you that right now. It looks to be in pretty decent shape, but it's cleaned. 40 bucks? Well, nothing higher. Okay, how many 2-centers have we got here? We've got 4,535 2-centers on the market on eBay. Now, every now and then you get some other things that are listed in there. So, yeah, figure 4,500 coins. So if 1,000 of them disappeared off the market, that would probably be enough to start to raise the price. Well, there they are, guys. What do you got here? Here's an early 2-cent call for $7.50. Oh, Christ. Oh, these are goners. These are like $1 or $2. What's he getting? Free shipping. Okay, that's why he's added $3. These are, you can do better than this. You can do better than this just bidding on regular coins that are just wore out, and you'd be better off. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. Where'd we go? Where's the chat? And there. Okay. Look, 2 centers, they're out there. They're available. You can get them. A lot of times you can get a pretty darn decent one for a fair price if you're picky. We're coming into an era where it's going to be a buyer's universe, and you guys are the buyers. So we can probably expect a price drop on a lot of things, but that just spells opportunity. If you have the wherewithal to hold these coins for a few years, it is, it's a fantastic time to be a coin collector, let me tell you. Posted pictures of the 1972 on Facebook, says Frank. What'd you get? I gotta get over there and see that now. Let's see. You posted today? Oh. Yeah. Frank was over there cherry picking eBay. Let's look at this screenshot. The cherries are early this year. This is Frank Waddell. You know him as Coin Dragon. He got an uncirculated 1972, this one, for $12 shipped. WDDO number 2. Dum-da-dum. That is a doubled die. You see that? It's unmistakable. You've got separation lines. You've got relief here. See the deep shadow, right? And a narrow shadow. This is a separation line. Yeah, separation line up here. You've got extra thickness. See that? See that? That's twice as wide as it should be. Aha, separation lines. Maybe a little bit of a notch here, but here it is rotated to the counterclockwise direction. Look at that. Look at that. This is a beautiful thing. $12 in this shape? Yeah. That's a peach. There's a little notch. See, it's like a step up. Here, here, here. And you got that for $12 off eBay. See how thick that 9 is? See how thick that 2 is in comparison to a regular date? Ta-da! There it is. Hey, you can see that one from a mile away. There's the back. Yep. Okay, well done, Frank. I'll give you a well done on that. All right, if you know what to look for, and you're able to identify these double dies, it's anything can happen day. They're out there. It takes time, and I know a lot of you have a lot of time in your hands right now. What a great time to get deeper into the hobby and start learning how to identify these things correctly and properly, and get the books, get the material that's going to give you the information so you can identify it accurately, correctly. And then once you're able to identify it correctly, you can determine, is this then a really good bargain at that price? And Coin Dragons at $12, that was a steal, says J.C. Will. There we go. 2 centers, they're terrifically overlooked. They're a part of the hobby. They have been for 150 years. And I suspect, and I have always suspected, that their day is coming. If all you did was pick out the problem-free pieces, let everybody else have the problem coins. Pick out those problem-free pieces and hold on to them. Geez, get one for the grandchildren. That coin is 10 times what you paid. Well, that ain't too bad for an investment. You drop $12, you sell it for 100. Yeah, I do that all day long. And once a week, can you do it that often? Maybe you can't do it once a week, but as an extra little shot in the arm, cherry picking is a good way to go, man. Uglier design for the era. Same goes for the shield nickels and flying eagles. I think they're beautiful, and I love them. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a favorite coin and a least favorite coin. I think those Susan B.A. dollars are just darn scary. You put that Susan B.A. Oh, that Susan B. Ugly beside a 2-center, and you can clearly say that is one ugly chick. Yep. But you know, you can still get those coins for a pretty fair price. You got me buying half times, now 2-cent pieces. Yep. Go for quality. Go for, you know, being really picky. Get those coins that are a better grade than listed. You know, if you're going to get a very fine, get one in a higher end very fine. If you're going to get XF, get a higher end XF. Right? You get two side by side. Get the one that doesn't have the, you know, the chips and nicks and bumps and been chopped in half with an axe. They're beautiful, just uglier than the other designs. Well, it's a low value coin. They don't really get into, you know, beauty on those. They invest all the great designs into the gold coins, the silver dollars. So there are 3-cent and paper money. I paid a lot of money for 1 peso, not from Guatemala. So are 3-cent. Okay. I'm not a currency collector. I don't do paper money. 2 cents, 3 cents, yeah, they're wonderful things. I think those 3-cent nickels are just plain. I would side with YOLO bagels, and that's just not, you know, an aesthetically pleasing coin. But I like the shield on those 2s. It's my thing. I like them. YouTube has not banned your channel. Not yet, Rashida. You keep trying, though. Is there a mod take care of Rashida? Yeah. YouTube has not banned your channel. You need to spray yourself with Lysol. That's good that you've been watching, James. Let me catch you loose right now. Okay. Hide user on this channel. See you later. You have a nice day. Don't get the crotch rot. Yep. There we go. That's my favorite troll, Rashida. She loves me. There we go. Wow, Rashida just can't type fast enough. She got incredible skills with her phone. Okay, guys. Look, that's what I meant to cover, was talking about the 2 centers. They're delightful, in my opinion. They're terrifically overlooked and undervalued. And here's an opportunity coming down the road to pick out those really nice ones and set yourself up, get your collection put together, go from there. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take off. I got to go, I got some tomatoes that have to go into the ground. Take care of my little garden thing. And you guys have a great day and stay safe. Let's see, which button do I press?